Greetings! This infinite source truth is made possible by the generous contributions and support of viewers like you. Please consider making a contribution now. Thank you.
Greetings everyone. This video is going to instruct you on how to properly program and use a pendulum to get confirmation from your source self with regards to questions. So let's talk about choosing a pendulum first. You need to be attracted to whatever that item is, whether it is a ring or a piece of jewelry suspended from a string or an actual pendulum or a gem. You should have some kind of an attraction to it and is an energy match for you. You need to have your feet firmly flat on the floor. Your legs should not be crossed. Your arms should not be crossed. You do not want any crossing of your body or your body's energies. So you don't have to be sitting. You don't have to have a table. You can do this anywhere, anytime, any place. It is okay to have your elbow resting on the table surface. I have never worn jewelry when I was using my pendulum. I would say remove your jewelry for the first time till you get a pendulum that matches you and is in harmony with you. And then ask if adding the jewelry will affect the reading of the pendulum. So what we want to show here is how a watch, a bracelet, a ring can affect the energy in your body and how it can affect a pendulum reading. First of all, I'm going to take my hand and I'm going to put it on the pulse marker, and I'm going to let the pendulum simply do what it wants to do. It's just a reading machine right now, okay? And it's going around in a circle. Now, as soon as I took my hand off, the pendulum stopped. Previously, it was going in a clockwise direction. Now, let's see what we get. Well, now you can clearly see it's going in a counterclockwise direction. So the watch has affected the flow of the energy. You can take a simple thing as a string, a thread, a chain, anything. Start with something that you have access to and let that be your first pendulum. Let's talk about the instruction on how to use a pendulum now. Your pendulum should have a shortened string on it, 6 to 8 inches long. It helps if it has a small ball or a knot at the top for you to hold between your thumb, index, and middle fingers. So you're going to grab like so. Now, the first question that you want to ask a potential pendulum is, show me a yes answer, please. Show me a yes answer. And it is a forward and backward movement for this pendulum for me. Return to neutral. And show me a no answer, please. So a no is a clockwise turn. Show me what a refuse to answer the question is. It's not moving. And show me what a rephrase the question is. It is a counterclockwise movement. Now, you need to ask if you are in harmony. This is a yes answer for me. And ask if it needs to be cleansed. So this is due for a cleansing. It's been a while since I cleansed it. Okay. Is it not being cleansed affecting answers that you were giving me? No. Okay. So I've been using it Good to know that my answers haven't been compromised because of energies it's picked up. Now, you need to program your pendulum in this manner. Okay, I'm going to take it into my hand and I'm going to say, this pendulum I'm programming that only infinite source truth, knowledge, and wisdom can be represented by it. A yes means it is a yes from infinite source, and a no is a no from infinite source. What I believe and think is true will have no effect whatsoever on this pendulum. It will give me truth, whether I want to believe it or not. Only truth. Infinite source truth. Not matrix truth, but only infinite source truth can come from this pendulum's readings. Once you have done that, your pendulum has been programmed not to give you answers of yes, what you believe is true, because what you believe does create your reality, and it is a matrix belief. You do not want matrix beliefs. You want infinite source knowledge and truth only. You must program the pendulum to not respond to what you believe, because remember, what you believe is your reality here in this matrix system. You want the real reality, not the reality that has been created in you through all the programming that has been going on in your life, through the matrix programming. You do not want a matrix programming answer to come from this pendulum. Some people say it's your subconscious. And if that's what they believe, then that's exactly what they get. You have to know to program the pendulum for only infinite source truth if that's what you want. Otherwise, you will get subconscious answers, and your subconscious answers are based on what you believe and the lies that the matrix program has put into your mind, your subconscious programming. You need to totally bypass that subconscious matrix programmed mind. Programming the pendulum is the only way to get source truth out of it. It must be programmed in that manner. Now, when you're talking about serious issues, I will always say, not what I believe, but only infinite source truth. I need only infinite source truth answer right now from this pendulum, not what I believe. And then whatever answer is given to me, I can be assured that it is infinite source and that I have not influenced it by what I believe to be true or want to be true. Not what I believe to be true, but only infinite source self. Now, is everything that I have just said here, is it truth? Infinite source truth and knowledge. That is a yes from this pendulum. Now let's talk about cleansing a pendulum. If you buy one through the mail, you definitely need to cleanse it for a longer period of time than you would something that's on a daily use basis that you have originally cleansed and you continue to use. So what are the choices, the methods to cleanse your pendulum? I have a couple of favorite ways that I like to do it. Something like this that is all glass and metal could go into something like this, but I'm going to ask if this is the best method for cleansing it. Is this the best method for cleansing the energies? Yes. Do I need to leave this pendulum in overnight to do a thorough cleansing? No. So I am simply going to go like this, put it in the salt, push it down, and bury it. Whenever you get done or you think you're done cleansing it, if it has been cleansed sufficiently, if it says yes, it's good. If it says no, then stick it back and let it go another however long until you get a yes answer about it being fully cleansed. I'll just leave this set. I'll take it out. I will run it under cold running water, and I will dry it off thoroughly. Okay, so that's one method. The next option is to use a quartz crystal. Okay, now These are cleansed by putting them into the salt and leaving them overnight. And then check with your pendulum when you remove it to see if it's totally cleansed. So you would cleanse this first. This would be a clean crystal. And then I would use something like this. This is just a black velveteen bag. And I would drop the crystal into the bag. And whatever it is I want to be cleansed, close it up and fold it over, roll it up, let it be overnight, and then ask your pendulum if it's cleansed enough. Okay? So that's my second preferred method. The other methods that you could use are sage smudge sticks, which I do not have. For one thing, they're expensive and you burn them up. Crystals can also be cleansed by putting them in the dirt. They can also be left in the sun or under moonlight. I would never suggest moonlight for the simple fact that that is negative energy. The moon is the negative energy and the sun is the positive energy. So there you have how to select, program, and use a pendulum to connect with your infinite source self, truth. I hope you'll take advantage of that simple way of verifying information through your infinite source self. Once you become accustomed to using your pendulum to ask and inquire and get infinite source truth answers, you will find it easier and easier. And your frequency, as your frequency increases, you will also find it easier. And when you get to a point that you have removed all of the animal products from your diet, your connection with your infinite source self will be much, much stronger. The longer you go without having had meat in your system and you have cleansed your system, you will find that you will be able to eventually not even have to use a pendulum to get those answers. You will have an inside knowing and it will be instantly. You will just know. But in the meantime, until you get there, this is the way that you have access to the information. And again, as I said, even as I have that ability to have that knowing and I don't have to use the pendulum, if I come to a question that is of utmost importance, I will check, I will have that inside knowing, I will use my pendulum to verify it, and I will get another source player to use their pendulum in front of me to verify it that way also. So, the big issues, the ones that really count, I'll check it multiple ways. It should all agree because it's all source, so there should never be any disagreement. Source is one. Although we are fractalized here in this game of life, and it's your job to win this game and escape the matrix. I wish you all the best. You can do this. I know you can.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share this video. If you found this life-changing, please consider giving a contribution and consider supporting monthly or giving a single gift via PayPal. Links are in the description box below. And be sure to check out these links for guided self-hypnosis meditations.